Welcome back to Day Planner. We're talking a lot about Washington, D.C. in this storm, and it is an area looking to see up to a foot from Winter Storm Saturn. Here's the latest. The D.C. Metro Rail is operating on its regular schedule for now. However, some commuter bus routes have been canceled. The House says it will squeeze in votes on government funding before 1 p.m. today. After that, they are done for the rest of the week. And more than 1,000 flights have been canceled in and out of D.C. airports. Meteorologist Jim Cantor is in the nation's capital right now. And Jim, looks like from the headlines, they're anticipating more of this mess to continue.
Yeah, and the big question is, though, Nick, does it continue here or does it just continue from Dulles on westward? Because if you look at things this morning, we've actually warmed up 2 degrees. It's 36 at Reagan, which is the closest airport to us. And so, you know, from time to time, it's just raining here. There's no snow at all falling from the sky. And so, you know, every time we lighten or brighten a little bit, that gives the sun more time to come down here, heat the ground, and then re-radiate that energy back up. So that really makes it so much harder for it to change to snow once that happens, all right? It makes it almost impossible. So as we take a look at the radar here, you can see these bands coming up the Chesapeake Bay, rotating through Annapolis, rotating through you know, southern parts of Virginia, all the way up into the district. And certainly once you get about 25 miles to my west at Dulles, a whole different world. It's 33 right now and moderate snow. And then farther to the west, where Reynolds is, I mean, holy smoke, you know, they're right around freezing. They've got 700 feet elevation, and it's snowing there. So, you know, it's just tricky. And the big issue here is, unless we started out snowing and really cool that ground and help lay the groundwork for the following precipitation coming in, it's going to be really hard now to change it over. I mean, you really need the dynamics of the storm to help us do that. So it'll be touch and go, I think. But the point is, west of 95, that's where the big snows are going to be, about 25 miles to the west of Interstate 95. I think that's going to pretty much be the story as we work our way through this entire storm's history. So we'll see, guys. We'll keep you posted here, but right now, it's all rain inside the Capitol. Back to you.
All right. Thanks very much, Jim. The latest from the D.C. area. A little bit of rain right now, but that could change over to snow. We'll keep you posted. In fact, Winter Storm Saturn will slowly move up the New England coast, and 2 New Jersey coastal towns have posted voluntary evacuations due to the threat of flooding from Winter Storm Saturn. That includes Toms River, New Jersey. And joining us now on the phone is Mayor Tom Kelleher. Mayor, thank you so much for joining us.
Okay, it's nice to be with you.
How many people are we talking in terms of the voluntary evacuation area?
Our Toms River area, particularly our Orly Beach area, really got devastated in Hurricane Sandy. And so we have thousands of homes there, but they haven't all been reoccupied because of the damage that was done in Sandy. So it's not a big group of people to be evacuated.
All right. So the area is already pretty much compromised, if you will, from Sandy. Do you have shelters in place?
Not yet. We haven't had that much of a demand for them, but we can do that on a moment's notice.
So not that many people have taken advantage of those shelters.
That's
you
correct.
Don't have any. Okay. Well, what other steps are you taking, actually, to fight against the coastal flooding?
Aside from being alert and watching it very carefully in the progress of the storm, we have rebuilt some dunes to try and keep the water from the high tide from coming down into the streets in that area, because all those dunes had gotten washed away in Hurricane Sandy. So that's one of the problems. We've staged some big equipment over there in case there's some kind of a breakthrough. And it all depends on when the tide is and how high the winds are. We were always vulnerable in the winter to northeast storms. And just, I don't know if the news media people pick it up, but today's the 51st anniversary of the March 62 storm that devastated this whole area of Ocean County.
Oh, wow. Unfortunate deja vu scenario there. Yeah. Thank you very much, Mayor, and certainly we wish you the best of luck. We'll be following Winter Storm Sandy, or Winter Storm Saturn, for you very closely, as again, it's now moving off the mid-Atlantic coast and will slowly move into New England with huge impacts in terms of coastal flooding and, of course, inland snow. Let's talk more about Saturn. Here's Nick.
Yeah, you know, the mid-Atlantic region is really bracing for Saturn's wrath, even more so. And straight ahead here on Day Planner, we have the latest on Saturn's snowy path and where it's planning to hit next. Plus, Vivian is tracking another storm brewing in the west. We'll take you there. Coming up.
Be fearless. Introducing volume without fear of clumps. New CoverGirl Clump Crusher. Big green brush, curved to crush. 200% more volume, 0 clumps. New Clump Crusher from easy breezy beautiful CoverGirl.
Many women may not be absorbing the calcium they take as well as they could because they don't take it with food. Switch to Citracal Maximum Plus D. It's the only calcium supplement that can be taken with or without food. My doctor recommends Citracal Maximum. It's all about absorption.
Do we have a mower?
No.
A trimmer?
No.
We got nothing.
We just bought our first house. We're on a budget.
We're not ready for spring.
Well, let's get you ready. Very nice. You see the various colors. We got workshops every Saturday.
Yes, maybe a little bit over here.
This spring, take on more lawn for less.
Not bad for our first spring.
More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Get ready for spring with this Ryobi 18-volt trimmer. Just $99.
Plugging in electronics in tight spaces makes you twist and